Chapter 4. Carefulness. The children of the conqueror who thus have firmly grasped this bodhicitta should never turn aside from it, strive never to transgress its disciplines. Whatever was begun without due heed, and all that was not properly conceived, although a promise and a pledge were given, it is right to reconsider, shall I act or not? Yet what the Buddhas and their heirs have scrutinized in their great wisdom, I myself have probed and scrutinized. Why should I now procrastinate? For if I bind myself with promises, but fail to carry out my words in deed, then every being will have been betrayed. What destiny must lie in store for me? If in the teachings it is said that those who in their thoughts intend to give a small and paltry thing but then draw back, will take rebirth as hungry spirits, how can I expect a happy destiny, if from my heart I summon wandering beings to the highest bliss, but then deceive and fail them? As for those who, losing bodhicitta, lead others none the less to liberation, karmic law is inconceivable, and only understood by the omniscient. This failure for the Bodhisattva is the gravest of all downfalls, for should it ever come to pass, the good of every being is thrown down. And anyone who for a single instant halts the merit of a bodhisattva wanders endlessly in evil states, because the welfare of all beings is reduced. Destroy a single being's joy, and you will work the ruin of yourself. No need to speak of bringing low the joy of beings infinite as space itself. And those who circle in samsara mixing powerful downfalls with the power of bodhicitta back and forth will long be hindered from the bodhisattva grounds. And so, according to my promise, I will act attentively. From this day forth, if now I fail to strive, I'll fall from low to even lower states. Striving for the benefit of all that lives, unnumbered Buddhas have already lived and passed away, but I, by virtue of my sins, have failed to come within the compass of their healing works. And this will always be my lot if I continue to behave like this, and I will suffer pains and bondage, wounds and laceration in the lower realms. The appearance of the Buddhas in the world, true faith and the attainment of a human form, an aptitude for good, all these are rare. When will they come to me again? Today indeed I am hale and well, I have enough to eat and I am not in danger, but this life is fleeting, unreliable. My body is like something briefly lent. And yet the way I act is such that I shall not regain a human life, and losing this, my precious human form, my evils will be many, virtues none. Here is now my chance for wholesome deeds. But if I fail to practice virtue, what will be my lot? What shall I do, bewildered by the sorrows of the lower realms? Never there performing any virtue, only ever piling up my sins, and for 100 million ages I'll not even hear of happy destinies. This is why Lord Buddha has declared that like a turtle that perchance can place its head within a yoke adrift upon the mighty sea, this human birth is difficult to find. If through the evil action of a single instant I must spend an eon in the hell of unrelenting pain, the evils in samsara stored from time without beginning, no need to say that they will keep me from the states of bliss. And mere experience of such pain does not result in being freed from it, for in the very suffering of such states more evil will occur, and then in great abundance. Thus, having found this moment of reprieve, if I now fail to train myself in virtue, what greater folly could there ever be? How more could I betray myself? If having understood all this I am stupidly despondent still, then at the moment of my death my sorrows will be black indeed. And when my body burns so long in fires of hell so unendurable, my mind, there is no doubt, will also be tormented, burned in fires of unendurable regret.